Ladies and gents, and the rest. Today we're going to be talking with Kim and Shadow Walker, two of the best players in the world in Warcraft Rumble. We're going to be talking about some bullshit and some important stuff, the future of Rumble streaming, and a little bit about the best units and heroes in the game. That's all. I hope I didn't fuck up the sound. Sorry if I did.
Hello.
I'm not gonna do this horse shit with thank you for coming, thank you for having me. We're just gonna get straight to the questions, to the topic, and then I'm gonna do the foreplay without you, okay? Because nobody cares
Okay.
about what you think.
Okay.
All right. Here's the problem. Okay, sometimes I'm gonna be like a toxic liberal interviewer. Hopefully, I'll be hated by everybody. Sometimes I'm gonna be like something else. I don't know, frog, rabbit. I
Okay.
started that I'm losing people, and why the fuck am I losing people? Do you guys lose any? Like, have you guys lost anybody from your guilds? First of all, how many guilds
Personally,
do you have?
I mean, we only have one guild. We don't lose anyone. I mean,
Okay.
the people that we are losing, it's
Mhm.
not they quit because of the game.
Then,
They quit probably they don't like. Maybe I mean, there's one who left us for Diablo. He was from Diablo and he went back to Diablo.
okay.
And after he went back to Diablo disband. Not
Oh crap.
disband, but yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So I don't consider that as left, but so far we don't experience any players who left us or anything. But definitely
Okay.
players who
I believe we have some people on the verge of quitting because of what's happening in the game.
Mhm.
Is uh stagnant. There's no improvement in many aspects.
Yeah.
And our community really have to keep them together because we stream on a daily basis and we chat a lot.
Mhm.
There's like
We'll
100
get
plus messages
we'll
a
talk
week.
about you streaming separately next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
since you're
it's
not
the community that
experiencing.
is holding it's the community that is holding everybody together.
Mhm.
Yeah. For our community. Lah.
Because Old Guardian, he makes a report every month, talking about how many people left, how many people, how many downloads the game has. I don't know if you watched that, and he says that existing players stay, but new players don't come. That's what, according to his graphs and stuff like that. But on from what I see, people actually leave. I lose the most dedicated players, and the reason why is because they are sick and tired of what's happening. And I looked. I'm pretty sure you guys saw the today's patch, which was like the Dryad and the Scholomance dungeon. Today's leak, and it doesn't look good.
yeah,
It doesn't look good at all. Like,
anything
Yeah.
anything anything that has nothing to do with PP is just bad. I mean, in my opinion. I mean, I know a lot of people is gonna disagree with me because it's a PvE game or like uh people just gonna like do a lot of PvE and stuff. Yeah, but trust me, just look at a lot of like successful games. It's always the PvP is the end game. Like it's always the
yeah.
PvP that is
Hmm.
it's like giving this endless excitement of playing. Well, of course, to make a PvP better, we need a lot of new players. And how do we get a lot of new players by um creating more contents on PvE rather than balancing and stuff like that
Well,
on
you
PvP.
can get players if you just if PVE is replayable. If you can create replayability, you can get a lot of players. Doesn't matter if it's PvP or PvE. Problem is that PvP is replayable. You can play PvP 24/7, but yeah, it's not in a good state. Okay, here's what I wanted to ask you. Let's say you are game directors of Warcraft Rumble, which means whatever you say will be done. We get every season we get one big feature like raid or the new family of units. If you guys were, let's say you're one person, you can talk to actually two different opinions. You're game directors of the game. What one feature next season would you implement? Anything?
Chris, do you want to go first?
Yeah, take your
Okay.
time. If you don't know, think about it.
I will change the PvP aspect like all the 20Ks, they will drop to 18K, so that when you start the season, you will have all the 14, 15K fighting with all the 20K. It's very frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
PvP is so dead at the start of every season
Mm-hmm.
that whenever you reach 5K, you have to search for 3 minutes to get a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
the first thing I will do,
Yeah.
and this will solve all the problems.
Yeah, Chris,
If
but you're
about
looking for the
new
game
player,
for 3 minutes because, sorry for interrupting, but you're looking for the game.
yeah,
It's because we don't have enough people. It has nothing to do with 18K or 20K, you know.
yes, but
Uh-huh.
if all the 20K drop to 18K, we will start playing more often because we will have to wait for so long for a game. And all the 14, 15K, they don't have to fight with us. And they will continue playing. This will actually solve the problem of the PP issues. I will also implement like top rewards for the PP. Maybe some cosmetic skins that doesn't hurt everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
that there's actually a reason to go past 20K, like 22K something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you want
This is
like
the speed
add
I will do.
rewards after 20K, add the cosmetic reward.
Yeah, maybe cosmetic, or maybe you can have a new lake or something like Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I
Mm.
understand. Kim,
Yeah, so
one feature. You can't say I agree with Chris. You have to come up with your own. Doesn't
I
matter
think
for
it's the
PvP, for PvE. One thing, one big thing.
volume slider.
Oh,
No,
you're gonna see
come on,
plenty
just
of that
kidding,
in
man.
this video.
I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely the PvP things.
Yeah, but what
I'm
exactly?
completely agree.
Because if
What
Blizzard watches
exactly?
it, which I doubt, they have to see exactly what the top players are gonna say, what they think the game needs.
Okay, so
Yeah.
straight up,
Uh-huh.
PP is accessible for everyone, rather than you need to clear this PvE shit and
Okay.
get into PvP.
Then
It's like,
I'm gonna
okay,
be the toxic liberal interviewer. If you say that PvP is equal for everybody, why would people pay?
why would people pay for PvP?
Why would people pay in this game at all?
What do you mean?
Okay, people have to pay money, so the
Mm-hmm.
company makes money, right?
Yep.
So if you say that PvP is equal for everybody, why would you pay for PvP? Why would you
No,
pay
no, no.
for?
I'm not saying PvP is equal for everybody, but more of like make it accessible since the moment a new player download this game. You get
How
what I mean?
accessible? Try to be more
How
specific.
accessible?
Yeah.
Okay, you put in uh bring back the cap, the level cap, and you balance things, and
Okay.
maybe
Step by step, you bring back level cap, but that level cap
yep.
didn't help.
I mean, what do you mean you didn't help?
Well, level cap
Y-
was like you mean everybody's level 1, then above 3K everybody's level 5. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, yep, something like that. But a more like balanced, more well off all rounder kind of level cap, and a very great idea. I think it's really create this trial card kind of stuff, so you don't uh discourage the early players or the new players from PvP. It's like back then, I think on what season 2, season 3, where I still don't have like a DB,
Mm-hmm.
and when someone uses a DB on me, I was like, "Fuck, man!" I felt that. That's why the moment when I got into a PP scene, the next thing I want to do is get out next year done.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have
so
to
if
do
you
it
don't have
before you get to
Onyxia,
PvP. You have to
yeah,
do
you
it
don't
before.
have that, you don't have DB, you don't have DB, you shouldn't get to PB. And that
Yeah.
is very discouraging. That
Yeah,
is
but
super
why?
discouraging.
Like, okay, let's say,
That's why I say
have you played WoW?
that's why I say we need to have like a maybe like a trial card kind of system, meaning that oh this trial card like you new players get to experience what a DB is and how a DB is. They get to play it maybe once or like a 30 minutes trial card. They can use it
For
in their
what?
PP match for sorry, not 30 hours, 30 minutes.
Okay.
Like they can use it in their PP for 30 minutes, and once it's over, maybe they can earn this trial card somewhere else through the PvE content, or like they can earn this PV like this trial card through like or bundles or things like that. You know, somewhere else in the games when they can actually earn this like trial thing. So they can save this up, and then during the weekend they're free or stuff like that. They can activate all the trial card and start pushing for their PvP, even though they don't have a deep breath. I mean, this trial card is for the deep breath or certain cards that
Yeah, but what?
uh
Okay, but what about like? Have you played WoW?
no, I don't play WoW.
Well, what I'm saying is, in WoW, if you don't have gear, like you don't have enough, you're not strong enough, you're gonna get your ass
Uh-huh.
kicked in PvP, right? So you have to farm gear first. And
Yeah, of course.
like it seems like there's no difference between having to farm gear and having to farm deep breath. Why do you want to go through this whole, this crazy thing with the trial cards if you just, if you don't have deep breath, you're not ready for PvP. In any other
Yeah, I
game,
mean,
if you don't have something, you're not ready, and everybody's fine with that. Why do you think people get angry? Like, why do you think this is discouraging? That's what I'm trying to
okay,
find out.
okay. It's wow, you gotta know one thing about how um the behavior, the trend of how all this people like players has
Mhm.
been becoming. Back then, a lot of like hardcore and like those hardcore players back then, they still stuck with PC games. And for a phone game, like a actual like mobile game, we all want more of like a fast-paced kind of stuff. Come
Mhm.
on, imagine serious. Like I mean, back then we have like a what like I don't know what mods or enchant was it, but we literally have to play for 5 minutes in this game.
Okay.
Literally after like Go Rush or like some collateral damage, like a lot of people are complaining, like, come on, why are we playing this OT and stuff? That the meta becomes so slow and stuff. Like, you
Yeah.
know,
What's wrong with
I
that?
mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's
Hmm.
a TikTok era, right? You know, like we want all this like fast-paced stuff.
Hmm.
So the game has to adapt that or maybe change their like not to say must, but towards a little bit fast-paced kind of stuff. We wouldn't want to spend more time on like one thing for too long. I mean, it would be fun for certain players, but at the same time, I believe to many of the crowds, it's very discouraging. Like, I believe you get more comments about complaining about not having DB than asking you, can you actually sit down and talk to me like for 15 minutes how to get this DB, how to get Onyxia done? Nah.
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah,
I thought
exactly.
this is actually the strong side of the game. I didn't know you guys don't like it. Okay.
No, no, no. It's not that we don't like it, but I mean, I personally I love it. I love grinding and stuff, but definitely not the quest. But all this locking, like I mean, putting these spells and stuff behind a a
Hmm.
boss, it's very discouraging for a
Yeah,
lot of new
but
players.
at the same time, Kim, if you can't kill Onyxia, you're not ready for PvP anyway. So Onyxia is kind of like it's a minimum that you have to be able to do to start playing PvP. Like, come on, if you can't kill Onyxia, Kim, what are you gonna do in PvP?
You're right. You're right.
See
That's
what I'm
why I
saying?
say like, yeah. You're definitely right. But I would rather this game keeps and maintain the interest of new players
Hmm.
rather than them playing against one of us, having this DB, and just boom, bam, all their troop is gone. Like
Hmm.
they have to at least, feel like the equal, uh, they have the equal power, but they don't have the equal skills, or they don't have the equal level of the power.
Yeah.
Like I've played a
Can I
lot of
interrupt
like
for a second?
Hmm?
Yeah,
I've
I
I've
also
played a
agree
lot
that
of like
we need something to keep the new players who download this game from staying.
What?
And
That's
yeah.
having trial
okay,
card is
Chris. This is
one of
actually
the
good.
options.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I've I've played a lot of like Chinese game, Mandarin game.
Hmm.
Like one of their technique about keeping people interest or like making you stays in the game, it's really let you have a taste of what
Mm.
the pro has.
Okay, I see what you're saying. So allowing you to get to the very top, have a taste, and then come back to the ground. Okay.
Yes, it's not like you're gonna have it all the time. It's like, okay, because like imagine like you join this game and
Mm-hmm.
you know you like this game and you really enjoy it,
Mm-hmm.
but you know this DB this DB like spell card is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be accessible to you only probably like 2 months or like 1 month and a half down the road.
Mm-hmm.
And you felt like, oh shit, this is a long time for a lot of players, and you still want to get to PP as well because of the PP rewards and stuff like that. You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to miss out. And then every time we go into PP, you get boom, bam, deep breath, boom, bam, deep breath. Imagine out of like 10 games, you
Mm-hmm.
get 9 games of that, and you lose 9 games of that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know,
Obviously,
I
you
know.
die.
I remember
Yeah,
my
you
first
you
time
you
when I saw Deep Breath. Yeah, Mini used it
you'll be
on me.
like fuck it, man. Like
Yeah.
come on. You get frustrated.
Well,
I
I don't
mean,
know. Like, yeah, I didn't say fuck it when Mini used first Deep Breath on me first for the first time. I was like, I stopped playing. I was like, okay, I am not going to PvP until I have this shit, and I just went
yeah,
and got this
you're
shit
frustrated.
in like
You
one
come
week.
come on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you felt very frustrating, right?
Yeah, but okay, which leads me to the next thing. We have
It's very
a
discouraging.
okay, I understand what you're saying, and I understand the idea now. So,
Yeah.
so that people don't quit the game right away, you're allowing them to pretty much have all the tools. Okay, gotcha. That's actually smart. Now let's talk about your streams. I saw your streams on private channels. It's like it's on your Discord channel, but it's a channel that nobody has access to except few people. And the problem is that when I join your streams sometimes, I see your guildmates, which is all of them are 20Kers. So 20Kers watching you, other 20Kers, how to become a 20Ker. So it just doesn't make sense because they're already 20Kers. They don't really care unless they have fun watching it. So is there any way that just mortals, average Joe can join your stream or something like that?
I mean, first of all, the reason why we stream privately,
Mm-hmm.
definitely not getting like our guildies to become 20Ks,
Mm-hmm.
because I mean they are 20Ks, like what you say. I mean the stream initially, the intention, the
Mm-hmm.
like the first intention was really just to have fun and come together and talk about shit. Like, you know,
Okay.
we
Okay.
play I mean we play the game streaming at the same time. We'll be talking with each other, be like, hey, look at this guy make this stupid mistakes, and I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
like
I
how
know. I see. I watch it sometimes. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it was really just about this like casual fun stream, talk shit, talk about like, other like off topic stuff, talk about like, you know, Olympics and stuff like that. Yeah, it wasn't anything serious. Like there's no intention until like we slowly get this streaming into like a sort of like a not routine,
Mm-hmm.
but more often, more happening. The frequency is higher. That's why we started like, creating this alliance. Like I said earlier, we have this alliance thing
Mm-hmm.
where we will filter out certain guilds application, whoever wants to join us, and we'll share meta decks in that specific alliance channel, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we'll be there to stream.
Because
Yeah.
I today on my stream I told I said that I got this deck uh, from Chris's stream or Chris or from this private Discord chat, and everybody started asking me how do I get there, and I'm like, you can't. It's only like they only gave me access, and there's like 10 people there, and that's it. And everybody was so sad. So, which leads me to the question: would you guys like to start streaming it on Twitch instead of just
I don't
no?
like for me personally, I don't think so.
Okay, but Chris, like I heard Chris streamed like for 8 hours once.
Yeah, sometimes we have like a marathon of like what 12-hour stream. I think there's one
No,
time.
no. The
Like
highest was 24 hour. I was playing. Started by Shocks 1 hour,
Mm-hmm.
then Reptile 4 hours, and then I played 8 hours. And then when I wake up, Reptile take over. So it was like, and then after that I take over. So it was like 24 hours non-stop streaming. Yeah, it was
Wow.
crazy. It was the first hero resolve.
Oh my god, it was Heroes Resolve. Oh my god, it was disgusting,
Yeah.
probably. So I hate this modifier probably more than anything else in this game. Because I'm trying to find somebody who would like to stream, because I'm planning to stop streaming Rumble because of like I just read this patch note. I mean the one that this leak, and I'm like
Oh
I'm
no,
so
are you serious, bro?
I'm super demotivated, and that's why I'm trying to find something that somebody who is really good at playing the game, and who will stream. I mean, if you say no, obviously I understand that you guys do it for a very small group of people, but I was just asking what's going on and how it, how it,
So
if it's
you're gonna
possible.
stop?
No, I'm not
Oh,
stopping
come
right
on.
now. I'm just saying that, like, if this is the patch that we're gonna have next season, there is simply nothing to do. And doing the same thing over and over again, it might be fun for like a month or two, but I've been doing it since the game came out. So, it's just, it's
It's
just,
very
uh,
it's very demotivating, right?
it's not even about demotivating, being demotivating. I look at what the devs do and what we want them to do, and they have their own plan. It looks like they live in a different universe. They again they add volume sliders instead of fixing real problems. Like there is a problem. I'm pretty sure you saw that on Arathi Basin when you deploy an unbound unit on the enemy's base. Sometimes it deploys
Oh,
it on your base.
oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
this bug, it's I first time I saw that was in season 2. It's still here. And this is like a real bug. Like this is something that can determine if you're gonna win or lose the match. This is a big deal. You pretty much waste like 3 gold if you drop like Earth Elemental, right? Cheap damage, Kim. Cheap damage. Remember? It's this
Yeah,
cheap
yeah.
damage is gonna be dropped on your base, not on his base. And
Was it
yeah,
was it like a bug or is it intended?
how can it be intended when you drop the Earth Elemental on the enemy's core, and it drops the Earth Elemental on your core? How is this? How is this not a bug?
I think I only experienced more of this of that just I think last season or like beginning of this season. That was when Maiev has her own bug.
Oh, my
That's
F
when I
is
actually
different. Like me, I'm not talking about bugs that we experience like this season or
yeah, yeah,
last
yeah.
season. I'm talking
I know,
about
I know.
shit that has been going on like before the game came out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah, you can't place a bounce near their enemy base for certain maps.
what's that?
You cannot place unbounce
Hmm.
on near their core for certain maps. I know this. It was about 3 weeks ago that this happened, right?
Oh, I've been seeing this bug for a long time. It was just back in the day. It was very rare, but now
Yeah.
when they release updates, things stop working. Usually get even worse, and it started happening more often. That's why I'm mentioning that. Anyway, yeah, I'm probably gonna stop streaming soon. I'm not gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna stop streaming Warcraft Rumble because of what's
Okay,
happening. And
what are you gonna play? What are you gonna play?
okay, I'm planning to switch eventually to Ashes of Creation. It's an MMO, but in between, I'm planning to add videos for Warhammer Space Marine 2.
I see.
So I'm gonna keep making like YouTube is gonna be untouched. I'm probably gonna keep making videos for YouTube the same way, but streaming, I'm probably gonna switch to something else that is. Um,
Well, I think
something.
OG has a double stream, so maybe sometimes we are streaming. You can share our Discord stream.
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna keep streaming Rumble. Like sometimes I do giveaways. I have to do giveaways, so it's gonna be a stream, here and there. It's just
Yeah.
not gonna be that consistent 5 days a week, at the same time all the time. I'm just that's what I'm trying to. That's what I'm saying. Okay. One last thing,
Hey.
because I don't want to end this on this note. Okay,
Finish your English.
I'm preparing the guide how to like what minis you need to get to 20k, because we don't really need all the units, right? We need like very very small number. And I'm gonna ask Chris one question and Kim one question for you. Do you guys have a game open, just in case?
You want
The
us to go into the game?
Yeah, just open the game so it's easier. So you could. I mean, if you okay, if you don't, maybe you don't need to open the game. Chris, this is a question for you. If you only had 3 heroes to play PvP to get to 20k, what 3 heroes would you take?
Baron, Jaina. The last one is tough. The last one should be. Wait, let me open again.
That's what I'm, yeah, exactly what I said.
And ET.
Why not Rend?
Because ET is good in every meta.
Is Rend not good in every
Rend.
meta? I thought Rend is.
Nope. Ren is not good in certain metas. But ET is always there.
Okay. I actually, my top 3 were Baron, Rend, and Jaina. Okay. This is from Shadow Walker. Now, Kim, the question for you is going to be different. It's going to be a little harder. If you could only have one deck, the hero doesn't matter. We only have to pick like 6 units that you're gonna have. Like you're gonna have them legendary. What 6 units would you take?
In a deck, or like it can be any 6 units.
Any 6 units that you think you must have to get to 20k. You can only pick 6. If when you pick them, you're gonna have them legendary quality. 6 units.
Witch Doctor.
1.
Execute.
True.
Okay.
You have to open the game. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
said.
yeah. I'm looking at it now.
Okay.
Witch Doctor, Execute, QB,
QB.
like Quibor,
3.
Griffin Rider,
4.
4,
2 more.
2 more. I mean, Harvest Golem and
Number 5.
Ghoul.
1 more.
Ghoul.
Ghoul? So you don't
Yeah.
take deep breath.
I mean, Deep Breath level 10 and level 11.
Okay,
doesn't make
let's
any
do. Let's
difference.
not do 6. Let's do 10. So Ghoul and Harvest Golem it's 6. 4 more.
4 more.
Because I'm preparing the guide
Chain
for
Lightning.
PvP. Okay, Chain Lightning.
Chain Lightning.
Why? It's very interesting. Why Chain Lightning?
Oh,
Yeah.
Chain Lightning is so fun when it's at level 11.
Oh, okay. And what do you use it for?
Because majority of the players wouldn't have like a level 11 Murkai, and when it is like a Murkai meta, you just one Zap or like one like Chain Lightning, you just destroy his deck.
Oh, hold on. So level 11 Chain Lightning one shots level 10 Murkai. Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
How many of them have a level 11 Murkai? Come on, no one. Who would do that?
That's a few.
Majority.
Yeah.
I mean,
I saw a few.
there's a few, but majority of the players wouldn't have.
Yeah,
wouldn't
obviously,
do
of
that.
course they wouldn't. Okay, 3
Yeah.
more.
3 more. Murloc. Yeah, Murlocs.
Murlocs.
The
Okay.
Die Hunter.
No, it doesn't matter. They're gonna be legendary, so we take full upgrades.
And 2 more, right?
Yeah,
2 more.
legendary. They're gonna be legendary. So not just epic. It's enough. No, something that you would spend the legendary core on. So good, so important. 2 more.
Harpies.
Harpies.
Yeah.
Okay, harpies.
And
why
the
not?
final one? Yeah, go ahead. Why?
No safe pilot.
I mean, come on. I mean, I don't think Safe Pilot is good now. I mean, personally, I don't think it's good. At least,
Yeah, that's
mean,
true.
it's
That's
good.
true. I mean,
It's
yeah.
good.
Okay.
Maybe on a chess map, it's
Yeah.
more.
Okay.
It has more function utilities, chess map, and yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. Fuck safe pilot. What else?
I mean, the last one, I would probably think it's
Prowler.
Prowler. Prowler is good. Prowler, Safe Pilot, yeah.
Okay,
mean,
Prowler.
Yeah, it's always the fundamental, the foundation of this like units. Yeah.
Maybe Shaman if They doesn't know it.
One more.
No,
Either Prowler or Shaman. Who is more
I
important?
don't think Shaman it's important, but Prowler. I think Prowler. They can go for Prowler.
Level 11 Prowler, man, I've probably never seen level 11 Prowlers in the game.
I haven't.
Really? Okay.
I mean, yeah. We all have it though. Like.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
level
no
11
no
Prowler.
whelps.
Well, it's hardly playable now. Only on certain meta. I mean, the one that I shared
Okay,
with you is
first
almost
of all,
playable in every meta.
Kim, you can't cover all the metas, all the modifiers. That's why, like, my idea is, what minis in heroes do we need to have to be able to get to 20k during the season? Because sometimes,
those are it.
yeah. So, thing is that if you have heroes resolve, the top hero becomes Hogger, right? Like one of the S tier heroes. But outside of Heroes Resolve, Hogger is not that used. That's why I say that Hogger is not really needed. So that's why I asked Chris first what heroes he would take that are usually always in demand. You know what I'm saying? That's the idea. That's why I asked you what units we need to have higher chances to get to the top. That is pretty much all I wanted to ask for today.